We have a relatively good network, but today we're going to look at ways to squeeze even more money out of it and make it more efficient. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play series. Today we're going to be working out ways that we can increase our income without spending too much money. Now, one of the best ways of looking at your network and assessing some things is the station list. Get the station list, set it to total waiting cargo, and sort it so the ones are at the top. Here you can see that the Coal Hub North Pickup has got the most coal at it, which is this spread station here, the combination of these platforms, and these long ones here. We've got over 5,000 tons of coal to shift. Now, that's been at the top of the list for a while, but I've been looking at some of the trains that have been coming into there, some of the long ones, and whilst we did earn 157,000 last year with this one, some of the others, like this one, was minus 11,000 last year, minus 8,000, minus 11. Either it's not working very well, or it just doesn't make much, or I need to change something. So that's why there's so much coal there, and why I haven't put so many trains on that line yet. I think it's more important we look at some other things where there's better and quicker improvements to be made. London North is just busy. Yeah, fair enough. If we go along the line a little bit, Stevenage has got a few passengers at it. Going along a little bit more. Peterborough is very busy as well. So the fact that we've got a couple of stations along this line where there's a good number of passengers at it, that says to me that we need some more trains on this line. I'm not seeing too many depots along it, although we have got the odd ones. How are the trains doing on this line? So we click one of the stations, click trains, and let's have a look at the money. So overall, trains on this line are bringing in a good yearly amount. In fact, one of them brought in as much as some of our coal ones, and it's not as much as a risk. We've also started upgrading our trains. So if we look at the trains and go to manage and replace vehicles, you can see that we're replacing all of our old steam trains into these diesels, so we're getting faster, more reliable trains. Yes, definitely more reliable, and in some cases faster. So our main line is going to make us more money, but I do think we need more trains on this main line. So let's get down to London and add a few. So we haven't got a lot of money to play with yet. I don't really want to run the game unless I have to. So let's clone that. Wow, that was about 100,000 just for one train. Trains are expensive when you play in this mode. Right, well, that's that done. Let's actually unpause the game so we can hear all the trains going around and all that sort of thing as well. Now we've got a number of passenger stations that aren't on that network, the Exeter bus stations, but they're going to have a lot of people at it. That's fine, we can ignore them. Exeter East, Peterborough, yeah, we've looked at that one. That's on our East Coast main line. London South, that's part of the. I see that we've got loads of people that need shifting on this line as well. I wonder how busy Exeter itself is. Let's have a look. Exeter transfer. Okay, there's not many passengers there, but all of our trains have just arrived. So all the platforms are full, so that's kind of fine as well. If we go down the list, the next one is more of the coal loop, which we're going to ignore for now. Doncaster, again, on that East Coast main line. We've even got some houses, and I think this is the reason why we're starting to see some what's the words I'm looking for? Some improvements in the amount of passengers waiting on this main line, is that these towns are now starting to grow on the other side of our station. We put these bridges in, we put these bits of road in, and now we can see we've started to get a couple of houses within the catchment area. Okay, so that's really good. I'm looking forward to seeing these towns grow more. Okay, let's go back to the next one on the list, goods out. So this is our goods station that we did last time, and goods out is backing up with goods, but we did add a few more trains to it before, and this is now the closest depot to that entrance. I'm pretty sure at some point this is all going to get ripped out and it's going to go through this marshland instead, and we may even have to put more lines there, but let's put a depot there. There's no reason why we can't have a double depot, but we can have a depot. Can I clone this train? Yep, 94,000 to clone it though, so let's send that new train out. We definitely need more trains coming through here. We've got one arriving already and one going into the station, so that's good. And a little bit further down the list here, we've got Stevenage and York, also East Coast Main Line services. Do we have... I'm wondering whether we have a timetable for that East Coast Main Line, but I don't think we will. The goods shuttle is starting to see an increase in the amount of goods. Now, do we need a bigger shuttle service? More shuttle trains? It looks like we might need to, because look, we've already got 3 trains shifting out of there, and that one's moving as well. Do they get good income? That's another question. Let's just leave that for a second and see how much money we make here. Okay, so we do get enough money from these trains to pay for them. They're profitable. And then I suppose goods out's piling up yet. Okay. I think we're going to have more of a goods problem than anything else today. Let's put another 2 tracks on there. What are they, length 3? Let's change them to length 4. Give them an extra couple of carriages. Now remember, this sort of shuttle service is not here to make money. It's here to improve the percent transported for the whole beach factory. And at the moment, we're not doing that. So we're going to clone one of these trains. And then, because I'm lazy, I'm going to clone it again and just steal the vehicles. Make it up to length 4. And then we'll clone it again. Oh, hang on, that already is length 4. And send them on their way. Definitely need more down here. They're just going backwards and forwards too quickly. And now we need to add the extra length on these ones. So anyone that's heading south, we'll just tell it to go to the depot. And we'll add some more wagons on there. So that's that one done. Do this one as well. Tell that one to turn around. What? Go to the depot. I think that's all of them now stopped. Nearly. You get a lot of windows when you do things like this. The game gets a little bit messy in terms of dealing with lots of things at the same time, or changing around of trains like this. But it's alright, you get through it, and you can tidy it up quite quickly. Okay, so is that all of them except this one? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we've increased the length of the trains by 1, and we've added 2 trains. Why won't that let me delete it? There we go. No idea. Okay, so we've now got the option of new vehicles, which I'm not going to take any of them right now. So, oh, the platform needs to be made longer. Of course it does. We need a 4-track, 1-length station here. Come on, trains, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, so the drop-off station's the right size. I think. Doesn't look like it, but it is. And then if we go to all of these trains, we'll be like... Oh, what's the button I can click on that? Train orders, control click to show timetable. Okay. So we can go skip order, skip order, turn around. Bring it back up again and put the next lot in. There we go. That's why it looked weird though, because it didn't have the over kind of station gantry. It just had a open bit there. Right. Hopefully that should resolve that issue. Let's see what's going on then. Obviously we've been messing around with it for a while, so there might be a little bit of build up. But hopefully these trains can sort that now. And again, we're getting a build up here, so we need more goods trains. Let's get them in. And it might be that this goods out, we have to add another set of platforms to it, but for now we're doing okay. Now at the minute we've only got 2 trains loading. But like I said, we have messed around with that for a little while, so we'll come back to that. Right. So the next things on the list are, down here we've got 3 or 4 oil rigs where there's some oil. What's the word? Gathering? Building up? So yeah, we've got quite a lot of oil there. So we need more things that can shift it. So let's get these, the list here. I'm going to make it a bit smaller because it's a bit big. Let's go. Okay, so we've sorted out the goods. Actually, the steel hub needs sorting first. Yeah, we've got a lot of steel there. I think probably another platform at the steel hub might be a good idea. So the steel hub is one of the stations where, let's use drag and drop. One of the stations where we've manually added nice bits to the station. I'm not sure. What do you mean can't build rail type here? No idea. Okay, never mind. Let's put that in there. Connect it up. I think just adding one more loading platform and a couple of trains should help with the problem. And I'm going to have to move this signal. If I can press the right buttons. There we go. That actually fits in quite nicely, so that's not a problem. And then we'll just do, we'll clone that train and send it on its way. A little bit, money is kind of in the balance because we're spending quite a lot. So hopefully that should help with the steel. Now we need to get to these oil fields. So we need to get a ship that's coming here. There's already 2 ships. And I don't think we've got a, what's it called? Not airport. We don't want an airport. Ship stuff. There we go. A ship depot. Right, we'll get a ship depot right here. Because that will help with the situation. And we'll go ships that are coming. There's the station information. And we'll say ships that are coming to this station. And then we'll get the ship depot up. And we'll clone it. And send a new one out. And for this one, I'm tempted to do 2. Yeah, we'll do 2. There we go. So that's that one done. The next one's this Mundsey Valley one. Now this has got less stuff waiting at it, but it is further away. So I think another 2 might be in order. How much can one ship carry? Let's have a look. One ship on one journey carries 200,000. So really we're, yeah, okay, let's get 2 going. See how it goes. And then the next one that we're going to have a look at is this one. So we've got how much waiting? 300,000 litres waiting. What percentage has been transported? 18! Wow! Okay, so we do need a lot more ships. Let's get them on the way. We'll do at least 2. And then I think that's all of the recent oil fields which have been having issues. So that's good. If we look down the list, I think we're pretty much sorted it. So there's a few more crates of goods here waiting to be shifted, and there's no train to pick up the goods, so we'll put an extra train in there. So for the most part today, we've just been finding out where we need more services, and that's pretty much what the station list can tell you. Now I just want to check lower down. Okay, there's a few slithers here. So we've got Doncaster, Woods, these bus stations here to help with town growth. That's why they're there. Tungsten Farms. Now here we've got a bit of grain waiting. And it looks like we might have one less grain train than what we need. Because this one's 46% full. And there's not another grain train on the way for a long time. So we'll put one more grain train on there. We've actually got 1 million in the bank now, so I'm going to pause the game. Okay, so for the first part of the episode, we've gone through and we've improved the situations at some places. But we've actually made the situation worse here. And the reason for that is that... let's just unpause actually for a second. We've got this shuttle service working so well that it's dumping so many goods here. Look, 3,000. 80% transported. It's really good. But we're going to have more trains. I think that's the only way to deal with this, is to throw more trains at it. Let's spend a good amount of money on that. Just get all these goods shifted. Hopefully it will increase. I mean, look at that. Our operating profit recently is going up. Not just because we're adding trains randomly, but we're fulfilling services better. If you fulfill a service better at an industry, especially at an industry, then you're going to see more money because you get a more percent transported and more stuff brought through. In fact, look, we may actually be turning a profit corner here. We may be getting to the point now where we're getting so much money coming in. It's really good. Okay, we've got auto-renew failures coming in, and this goods situation is getting a bit ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I did just add a load of trains to this. I was going to say we've got a backlog coming through, but yeah. Okay, we're going to do a new line for the goods out. And the reason is for the goods out station, we might want to have a better terminus. I'm going to build a new terminus here, a new custom one. I'm going to put these here like this. Get rid of them. And we'll put a bit of a yard on the back. Like this. And we might put one on the side, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if I can do... Yeah, I can, but I don't like that. I think just standard stations down to here. There's a lot of people on this platform. And for some reason this station set doesn't put goods on the platform, which it is a bit of a shame, but never mind. There we go. We'll do something like that. For now. How many goods have we got here? We've still got nearly 2,000 goods set here. So these trains aren't filtering through here quick enough just yet. We might have to double up the goods. Yes, we're going to double up the goods line. Okay, that's what we're going to do. The goods are flowing out of everywhere. We started a general improvement episode and it got so bad and everything got so crazy that we've had to do some major good stuff because it was too good. Okay, and let's put that across there. So I'm just building out one of these standard little stations, well, sort of stations. There we go. Now our trains are length 6 long, I think. Yeah, they're length 6 long. So we need at least 6 space here, so that's 6, and then we put one more on the end because that's 7. For some reason we got a lost ship, but I'm going to ignore that for now. And then actually, let's do my previous tactic like this. Bring those together here. Wow, that looks a mess. Let's tidy that up. There we go. There we go. So, signal there. Signal there. There's enough room here. That's nice and neat. We can have a double depot on the exit. Double depot on the entrance. If I actually get the depot facing the right way round. Would be nice to just have one depot tool and then be able to right click to rotate it. But that's not how it works in OpenTTD, is it? Okay, so there we go. And then we can have a wiggle. So there's the new station. We've got plenty of money in the bank now to build a new line. So we're just going to pause the game, actually. If we've got plenty of money, let's build whilst pause. I don't want the game to go on too far. Oh, that's a point. Right, your games. I've had a couple of questions recently about when the next game save is going to be that that I want you to send me. What did we do recently? 1960, I think? 1980 is actually going to be the next game save. I do recommend you save your game as a separate save every 5 years. But when you get to 1980, save it and send it to me. Either come along to the Discord or drop it to me via Facebook. Right, let's carry on with this line. Right then, so I've connected up the factory all the way straight down here, and we're going to probably put an extension on London North. I don't know if we can build on this side of it. I don't think we can. London should love us, so I should be able to just take that out of there. Let's just put some of the default station in. 6 length, 5, 5, 5. No, it's the wrong way round. There we go. And I think if we get rid of that house, it's going to tell us the station is too spread out. Okay, it is. So what we'll do, so we're not using this station here anymore. We're just going to dig this out. Oh, we can't clear that area for some reason. Oh, it's a bank. There's a bank nestled in there that I didn't notice previously, but we should be able to just pop in some more platforms. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get this sorted out. So while I'm building this station, I'd like to tell you / remind you about my 10,000 subscriber celebration limited edition poster. It's an OpenTTD themed one, so seeing as you're watching an OpenTTD video, I thought you might be interested. If you're interested in looking at the poster or supporting the channel, go to hellishstore.net and you can take a look at it and decide whether it's something you would be interested in. And all the support towards the channel is greatly appreciated. You really do keep the channel going through the various different means and methods. So there is my shameless self-promotion section done. And I didn't quite get this station built in time. I was hoping to actually do the tracks here before I finished that, but nope, not quite. Let's get the depots in. Depot, depot, depot. This is interesting. Something I haven't noticed with this design that I've currently got is that I'm not able to put a depot next to a depot there. Now, we're going to have a wiggle in the track here. And I think what we'll do... Yeah, oh god, this is difficult. Because the new line's coming in on the left-hand side, so somewhere around here we're going to have to do a major wiggle. So the new line's going to come in here. We want the new line connected up to this station, the old line connected up to this new station. So if we just do the wiggle there instead, just take that out. There we go. And then remove that bit of track for now. That should see us pretty straight on there. Now what's our... See, I've got my signal length set to 3 from my live series, and it wants to be 6 on this one because it costs so much in maintenance. It really does. If you double up your signals, you double your maintenance cost for your signals, and most of my signals are length 4 or 6, and currently the infrastructure for signals is costing me 2.2 million a year. Right, now we want this train to get out of the way. So I'm going to continue the game for a little bit. And we're going to have to go under this town with some new tunnels. And we can't go there because there's a new... Can we delete that? Local authority won't allow it. I tell you what if local authority, we give you a load of trees? Will they then let me delete it? No. How much do they hate me? They think I'm good? Okay, so I'm just not allowed to delete their football stadium. Brilliant. Never mind. We will do this and move these tunnels as well, just to match up, because otherwise it's not going to fit. Tunnel! Oh, track! There you go. We don't want to stop the flow of goods being delivered to London. We do not want that. There we go. Now I'm going to have to go under here or wiggle round it. I'm kind of tempted to wiggle round these towns. Can I go through the... Well, I can't go through the middle here because we still hit this town. Because we've got to wiggle to the right here anyway. How are our trains liking our new platforms? They're liking the new ones fine. And the old ones are now clear. So we can pause the game again. Right. Let's bring that out down here. Now, something's different about this design. I think... Yeah, look, there's an extra piece of rail there. I made it one too long. So if we bring that back by one, pop that tunnel back in, we should be able to... Oh my goodness, what was that? That was a terrible placement of some auto rail there. There we go. That's one of the problems with this auto rail tool, especially when you're playing in 4K like I am. The screen sizes and differences are a bit weird. Okay. I guess you don't really get a sense of the scaling on my side. But never mind. Right, there we go. Signals are in. We just need a signal there and a signal there. We can remove that one and then I guess do the same here as what we've done up there. Just come straight up and meet up with the lines. So like this. Oh no, wait. Like that. And peel that back. Okay, so a little wiggle in the track's fine. We can put some signals in here. Guess we can have a signal before the depot as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. That looks like it's going to be good. It's a matter of getting around these towns now and linking it up to this bit of the rail network and having a second line for the goods out. I also want the ability for the trains to choose which of the eight platforms it goes in over here. So that's going to require a pretty big refit at some point soon. But we need to do this bit. I'm looking at this. There's something that was here that we don't need to go under anymore. Some sort of industry that closed down. So we'll get rid of that. Just pop a signal back in the middle there. And if we come straight down here, well, there's room past that factory. So it is just this section here. I feel like we should wiggle around it. Yeah, we're going to wiggle around that. We're going to have a section of track which is just kinked to allow to go around. So we're going to do this and this and this. Now a little wiggle in the track like that will not slow the trains down. Okay, it's only... Ooh. I was just going to say, I think I've got round that hill as well after, but I haven't, so we're going to have to move it a little bit. It's only if a train turns in the same direction within its train length, then that's where you get the problem. Twice. It has to turn twice. There we go. Right. So the wiggle's in. And looking at the height of the land here, we do go up. So let's make it nice and neat. We've also got problems with depots now. What we're going to do about these depots, I think for now we're just going to have to take them out and put better ones in. And there's a train in the way there, so it will actually run the game forward. Looks like it's crashed. Not crashed, sorry. Crashed? It's not crashed. Broken down. The train broke down. Broke down going into the depot. How terrible's that? So we're going to, one of the things we're going to do is replace the depots and do them in the same way that we have on the Exeter line. We'll probably do that on the main line as well. Oh my goodness, they're all breaking down. They're just not hitting these. I don't know. I don't know. It's busy. It's very busy, this goods line. We definitely need to sort it out. Come on, train, get out of the way. Come on, need to delete that. There we go. Okay, so the line now makes it all the way down to here. And I guess we should really just take that little bit out there. It's going to... We don't want to go up and down because then that's going to cause problems over a short period of track, because if I want to put a depot in there, then it's difficult. Okay, we need to add the signals back in there. Good, and then just delete that depot. So at the minute we're running low on depots on this side of the line, but I will sort it out, I promise. Probably almost definitely sort it out. There we go. We just spent about £3 in signals. It didn't come all the way up because... Were we missing the... Oh, because I think we hit pre-made signals here. So let's just do that. Yep, all the way up. Okay. So now we want the trains on the old line to start using the new line. And then we also want to remake this bit the same as this one and give the trains the option of 4 platforms instead. That's going to be difficult. I've never done that before. We're going to just cause a horrible, horrible problem over here. After this train's come through, we're going to remove some track. It's going to look bad. The whole situation is going to get terrible, but... Sometimes you have to just have a problem, and we still have thousands and thousands of crates of goods sat there, and it's only going to get worse as production increases at Hull Beach Factory. We're at 100? No, not 100. 1,500 now. So how am I going to do this? We're going to have to do it after a double depot. Are we going to have a double depot? With a then, I think it's going to have to bottleneck down to one line. Hang on a minute, why do vehicles have a void order? Is it... Oh, right. They're old vehicles I should have deleted and then never did. That's why. Okay, I don't know how we're going to do this, because I don't want to bottleneck them down to one platform. But I want them to be able to see all 8. I think we're going to have to have a crossover. Okay, let's get rid of these depots. We need a way to do this. This is how I do a lot of my stations. I just try and figure it out. So if we have a tunnel here, then we need to join these two up. So that tunnel needs to stay low. If anything, actually, this one should be straight. Oh, if no, we just build it in reverse. Build it in reverse. So we have the tunnel there. This one comes out and joins here. I don't think we can get the tunnel in there and bring that line straight across. We can bring it straight across there, though. Yep, that works. And then we could do these exits together. Now, we've got to get this exit over here, I guess. Oh, no, because it's a separate exit. Okay, that's good. So, if we put a signal here, the trains can see which lines they go down. We have the other entrance here. and again a signal so they can see which line they can go down. And give them the option I mean, that does do it. It doesn't look nice. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't do it. We need that option too. And if you've got that, you don't need this. Right, I've done it. Okay, so that in theory should work. And hopefully they would go straight forward or left rather than turn right and cross other lines. Okay, which means, are we going to put depots? Yeah, we are going to put depots. So I'm going to... I don't know what I'm doing. Signaling the exits. So now we've got our exit and our entrance on the wrong sides. They need swapping over, but that's fine. We can do that, I think. We need a way for these trains to get onto this line, and then we can just have this line go down the side of this one. So that's where it needs to end up, and it needs to end up facing the right way. At the minute, the tracks are the wrong way round. So I guess that one can just go straight. And then this one can come over here, which we can do with a nice little tunnel. Yeah, figured it out. So, little tunnel. This track comes along here, up to there, cross them over. That shouldn't cause any slowdowns. Signals here. There we go. The only downside to this design at the moment is the depots, but we can definitely put double depots on the exit. Here and here. We don't need this bit of exit anymore. And we just need to get this entrance, this old entrance, connected up to this entrance somehow. Oh wait, it can go in here. So if I just remove that bit of track, let these trains get out of the way, then we can connect this up. And then they can just feed in there, and we put an extra signal there. That means that I think they get a lesser priority or a higher priority. Don't know. So there we go. I've just worked out a weird 8 tracks platform, which we've got 2 ins going in, and we've got depots, double depots on the exit. This bit in the middle, I don't know whether how well it's going to work. If it doesn't work too well, we can take out that crossing in the middle, and that will allow the trains to only choose between the 4 platforms. But now what we need to do is then connect this bit up to here, which actually is very easy. We're just going to do this, and we're going to stop new trains going that way. There we go. And then a little wiggle here. This is probably the way that I should have come the first time that I built this railway line. It should have come down this part of the country. The problem that I had is that it was going to go across this swampy land, and I didn't have the money for it. In fact, we're going to have to go round this farm, which is a shame. A little bit of line splitting, but never mind. And we need to have some land to build on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Why didn't that work? Did I miss a bit? I missed a bit. That's why. Okay. And I think, apart from... Oh, no. More land down here required. There we go. Pop that down there. Get some signals in. And that should do it. We've now replaced this line that goes down the back of Peterborough. Trains will stop using that as they're coming north. And when they get to this station, they'll be able to choose a direction. and very soon I'll be able to link this up. So let's just fast forward for a second. You can do that holding down tab. As soon as this train's out the way, we'll put the new bit of line in for this one. Okay, let's pause again. No need to have the game running if we don't need to right now. And there we go. All we need to do now is allow those trains to come all the way out of that old line, remove the old line, and they'll be in this brilliant new line here, and they will be able to switch around. We do need to add some decent depots to this line. In fact, there's hardly any. So what I'll do between now and next time, that's what I will do. I will put some good depots on that line, exactly the same as we started to on the Exeter line over here. I'm going to use this method. I like this method, and we'll put some in all the way down that line. And now that line is relatively straight, and I just went past it. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Here it is. I think it'd be quite good. We could quite easily fit some in here, maybe some in through the marshland, definitely some here, and maybe some not too far away from London. But we have got double depots down at London, and we've got depots on the exit down at Goods Out. So I will do the depots between now and next time, get rid of that last bit there, and that is the upgrade to the goods line and a few other things as well. I think we are really doing well here. Yes, the operating profit is up quite nicely. We need to keep that growing, need to keep it going up. Goods Out has obviously got a problem, but overall I think we're looking good. Well, that's all from me for now. Hope you've enjoyed the episode of me making these improvements and sorting out the goods line, and join me next time where we'll be expanding our passenger network even more. We're going to be adding a we're going to be sorting out the Exeter stations, the new Exeter stations, and we're also going to be adding another station along the route. I don't know whether we'll make it, I don't know where we're going to make it, but we'll make it somewhere. And also we may even start adding London West and heading out towards Birmingham and Manchester, wherever they've gone. I've lost Birmingham and Manchester. I found Newark, I didn't want it. I think there's Manchester. That's where the end of the line's going to be. So Birmingham, somewhere around... where are we? We're back here. Newark. Derby. Birmingham. There, it's right in the middle of the screen. I was correct. To Birmingham. Oh dear, it's too early in the morning for me. Too early. I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.